Class, we are already into week 9. From here, I think the rest of the semester will go pretty quickly. Weeks 9 through 14 are quite busy. The two topics this week are relevance and quality score and Google Analytics. So they're both fairly different, and then we'll jump into project 3, which is Google Ads campaign. So we'll start with relevance and quality score. When you create an ad on AdWords, Google will give you feedback on how effective that ad is. Google is quite invested in making sure your ads are effective. The more effective your ads, the more you will use Google Ads. And so the whole genesis around relevance and quality score is for Google to coach you to improve your ads so that you'll continue to use their product. So it's a great tool that gives you guidance on how you can be a bit more effective. So there's a lot of readings on this, on what your quality score is, what drives it, and then a great video on how to improve your quality score rating. So for this assignment, you'll create a Word document and write your response to this question. If you have a keyword with a quality score of 4, what are 3 things you could do to increase the quality score? And then for each of those items, make sure you explain why you believe those will increase the quality score. So there's an additional video if you're interested. I highly recommend being familiar with this process. It's a process that you should go through on an iterative basis numerous times for your business. It's just something you should build into your advertising process, is to do a regular review of your quality score and how to improve it. For this assignment, please make sure it's at least 150 words. You will have a discussion board post due March 6th and your replies due March 8th on relevance and quality score. We'll jump into project 3 in just a minute. Let's go to Google Analytics. To me, one of the greatest advantages to online business is Google Analytics. It will tell you everything that's going on with your website. So in the past, bricks and mortar stores, say a grocery store, would have to pay a lot of money for a firm to come in and analyze consumer behavior, watch where they walk, where they look, what they buy. Now you have all of that for free at your fingertips. Google Analytics will tell you how customers are getting to your website, what they click on, what they ignore, how long they spend on each page, what links lead them where on your or what links they use most often on your website. So there's great information with Google Analytics. There's some basic instructions on this, and all you're going to do for this to set up Google Analytics is to generate a tracking code, a code snippet, and then you copy and paste that into your website. For the assignment, you'll create a Word document that pastes that tracking code. These are the instructions to develop the tracking code. Then explain where on your website you pasted the code, the tracking code. That will vary a little bit depending on what site builder or content management system you are using. But if you're having trouble finding that, reach out to your site builder or content management system. Sometimes a quick Google search will give you the answer, but if not, the customer service departments are used to fielding that question and can walk you through it. Briefly explain how you linked your Google Analytics account to your Google Ads. That's a powerful combination to combine this level of data analytics with your Google Ads account, because that will give you consistent feedback on those advertisements. And then explain why you feel Google Analytics will help your business be more successful. How are you going to use it? What insights do you want, and how will that help you improve? And then just make sure, as always, your Word document follows these parameters. That's it for Google Analytics. Again, a crucial tool. We'll be doing more on Google Analytics later in the semester. This is just setting it up. We'll dive deep into how to use Google Analytics to your advantage. And then besides that, you will have the discussion board post due March 8th, replies due March 10th. and then the reflection. That will be it except for project 3. Let's jump into creating a Google Ads campaign. Your instructions for this will be fairly straightforward. If I can drop this screen down just a bit. Your instructions are here in this video. It will help you create and get your ads campaign up and running. Really, it's about creating a campaign that contains the following, because we've already set up an ads account, and this is really just a follow-up to that. Create one ad group, create 2 ads, and 10 keywords. That's it, and then this video will explain how to submit your project, demonstrating that you've done these things. So this is the crux of project 3. Now remember this: do not run your campaign until you receive further instructions in week 10. Right now you're just creating an ads campaign. So I get this question throughout the semester, and it is week 10 that we're waiting for the instructions in week 10 to actually run the campaign and activate the campaign. So please note, don't run the campaign. This is creating the campaign. You want to make sure it's paused, and then we'll get things moving in week 10. So this is the first part of this project. It is not due. Note, you will be given further instructions in week 10 with the final steps to finish the project. This is just the beginning portion of the project. Should be fairly straightforward with just these 3 elements. That's it for week 9. Please reach out with any questions about Google AdWords or any other questions you have on this week. Be happy to walk through those with you.